Everybody, welcome back to Northernlion. Plays Binding as a character with nope, that's not this game. What's weird is that this is like my 5th darkest dungeon of the day. It's just that's long sought muscle memory. The way I see it, we have 2 options. Well, no, we have 3 options. And actually, the smartest option might be to do this medium level apprentice mission with the antiquarian. Even though the antiquarian is level 4. Hear me out. So how would we do it? We would have no healer. Except for... Don't you have a mild healing skill? I see the blight. Like, get rid of get back. Oh, heal 1-to-1. Hear me out here. Because we have a Crusader available. Without a heal. But we could pay for the heal. But that's like, we don't want to pay for anything on these guys, dude. But, I mean, we're going to have to take you. And then we have Arbalist or Bounty Hunter. Depends what you got. 3rd slot. You're a 3rd slot Bounty Hunter, so I will take you. Well, actually, we don't need to take you because we could take our Man-at-Arms instead. Yeah. We won't have a whole lot of damage. I don't know, man. This could be a little wonky. But my thinking is like, what if we go to the guild and we say, hey, Baer Taffy, guess what, buddy? You're a healer now. You heal for 2 to 3. That's so bad. But it does give you blight and bleed resist. And then the mission would be like, okay, so this medium level mission, because we don't want to do a short mission, is the thing. So we could do short intermediate, but why not do medium apprentice instead? And then we would roll, you know, Ben Gibbard in like our 3rd slot here, where he belongs. Durville is okay being up front and can easily move back 1, and then Rock. So this is going to be a weird one. It's certainly not an ideal squad. But if it gets us the money, honey, that's all I care about. So weirdly enough, the Antiquarian is our healer. So plus 50% healing skills. And then, ridiculously enough, plus 30% healing skills. I hate your disease accuracy, but it is what it is. Then, you are our best damage dealer. I mean, extra AC on range skills is pretty good for you. Legendary Bracer's pretty good. But even like this is really good. Extra AC range skills, but how much? Slightly less. But it does give you plus 12 dodge. This gives you plus 3 speed. I'd rather have plus 12 dodge. And then Man-at-Arms. I would like you to be able to act first. I'll give the Crusader the damage, even though it's not that much. And then, like, okay, you take the tough ring, and then I'd like you to be able to act first. And then the Crusader, honestly, you could just take a focus ring or a sun ring. Probably give you a sun ring, because it's like plus 10% damage, plus damage. Yeah, I'll give you this. Okay. It's very weird. It's not an ideal loadout, for certain. Let me take a look, though. Ruins medium. Nobody's bleeding. Blight will work, though. 16 to 20 food. We want to go a little light on provisions if possible. Dude, we're going to take 18 because our healers are not particularly strong. 2 shovels. 3 shovels. 0 to 2 anti-venom, 0 to 2 bandages, 0 to 2 medicinal herbs, 2 to 4 skeleton keys. Now that I can get behind. 3 to 4 holy waters. You know what? Why not? 10 to 13 torches. How's that? So this is like, it's exciting because we're using our antiquarian to do things that are not just nothing, and passively give us gold. And then on top of that,
pace out the halls of your lineage once.
Well, there's not really a whole heck of a lot on top of that, I suppose, but you know, we're trying our darndest to make this weird squad work. Okay. So, Gibbard, you're an important part of the squad here. 7 to 12. Lunge is very likely to get a kill, though. So we lunge. Killing units is highly important because we don't have many heals. So we could blight, but I think you start by giving your whole squad a pretty nice dodge buff. Baer Taffy is a god. Look at that. It's all antiquarian, baby. Now, somebody's got to get smote. Why is this working so far? Probably because these are easy enemies. Baer Taffy kills, please. He is also over-leveled for where we are. Remember, Baer Taffy opens curios. Dude, this is going to pay for so many camping skills. I know it's been like 2 weeks, and I'm like, I'm going to get camping skills. Here's the thing. Boy. Well, should have gotten camping skills before this mission, but these are level 1s except for Baer Taffy.
We require only the
So my flowchart is that skills come first. Skills and armor. So like weapons, armor, then skills. Obviously provisions are a necessity. And then... I don't know if that would work, but... and then camping skills. So camping skills are up next. We should have the capital, assuming this mission goes well, for whatever squad we send out. I'm listening, just slowly. Okay, please actually hit this guy this time. Everybody dodges. Sometimes.
Quickens.
If we're gonna get a kill, we have to lunge. We have to likely lunge. And I'm glad, dude, it's working. Things are working out. Look at that. This is pretty solid. We have to remember, today's level 0s, they're not the same as level 0s of yesteryear. You know, they're actually like, they got great trinkets, so it changes the whole game. Well, he's better than an occultist. But actually. Fox Mulder, sure he gets 1 heal for 56, now and then. He also gets a few too many heals for 0.
Give them no quarter.
Dude, the dodges. Basically have to shadow fade to target this guy. Well, pretty much. As long as you just keep shooting one person, you can't get ahead of us.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
I never thought I would be in this situation, where I'm waiting on my antiquarian to be able to move again so that they can heal, because they're our best unit for the current situation. Yo, that's a lot of stuff. That's too much stuff. That happened way too quickly. Either way, we want gold desperately. Oh, we can fit it all. I guess, should we have used the key? I didn't look. Is everybody in default positions? Yes, they are. Alright, well, so far, most of the time, you play with the antiquarian, you go, ah, the fight went okay, ah, the fight went okay. This time, I'm like, these fights are ballin', dude.
Otherworldly corruption.
We're going all the way around. We want to, like, if possible, do as many rooms as we can. I don't mind using a shovel in order to go this way. I mean, that's what they're there for. And we can see there's no other shovels on this side of the screen, so this side of the map.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
It's going very well so far. I feel like the last 2 weeks of Darkest Dungeon have been... here's the thing, is that... I'm on your side, YouTube commenters, and I mean this sincerely. We're in this together. I gave you a solemn vow that I would complete this series. We're getting there, and I think it's going pretty well. But you have to recognize... There's a balance I try to strike between playing optimally, shall we say, and discovering things for myself. So I do appreciate the tips to an immense degree. 1 second, can we kill him? It'd be better going for a lunge. I do appreciate the tips to an immense degree, But simultaneously, sometimes I'm finding my own way in a way that seems to be working. If something seems to be doing just terribly, I would like to get that sorted as soon as possible. But if something is just like, you could be doing something more efficiently, that's part of the learning process in my world, at least. I'd like to stress heal this guy if possible. And dude, this bounty hunter is this grave robber is making a really good case for like continuing to be on this mission. The bleed is very weak. I'm gonna be silly. Check this out. Actually, we're gonna shadow fade, and the reason is so that we can one-hit this acolyte with a throwing dagger. I assume we're gonna kill this guy. If we don't kill him with that, then we can always crush, which is my next step. That's fine. And now, if we get to go first or second, thanks to shadow fade. I was just see, it worked. So far, so good.
Remind yourself that overconfidence.
Yes, we should have used the key earlier.
Insidious killer.
Now we can't hold these. We don't need to hold Citron, so we can hold. I'm not gonna hold one painting forever, but I can hold that for now. I thought he took over and was like, I'm gonna touch that. One day we'll touch that. Today won't be that day. Dude, I would really love. I guess we should switch to the antiquarian when we see a curio. Previously, I was in set it and forget it strats, which causing me some mild issues, I suppose. Because my antiquarian is the one who gets targeted by every trap. I don't think that's coincidence. Could be wrong. But dude, this level 1 squad of mercs, they're doing great work. I think you'd rather Retribution a strong-ish enemy. And preferably a stress dealer. Just so that like a one-hit probably won't overkill too badly. Whatever. Like, I don't mind. Baer Taffy, he generates so much gold, it would be hypocritical to be like, you know, well, I don't want to spend to stress heal him. If we could avoid it, I would like to, but I do think a heal is a possible option here, but here's the thing. Baer Taffy is a very selfless individual, and the dodge is good for everybody, including himself. Love it. Don't love it anymore. I loved it in theory. That's fine. I mean, it stinks a little bit, but really, I think you go for Baer Taffy kills just so that guy doesn't get a chance to act. And we're kind of going to do the same thing we did last time. We'll Shadow Fade for the buff. One throwing dagger should kill this fool. 2 attacks can kill this guy, worst case scenario. That's very painful. We're going to rest after this anyway. Lovely. Okay, so what do you do? I think... Why don't you guard the antiquarian? It doesn't really matter, because I think the bounty hunter, who is actually a grave robber, will go first. And yeah, it was pretty much guaranteed to work that way, so life goes on. Oh, and we got inventory space again.
Brought low and driven into the mud.
Skeleton keys have been insanely great here. Let's camp.
Circle in the dark.
How much food? 12 food.
Yet be won.
We need stress relief. We've already hit 2 starvation prompts. I'm gonna assume we're not gonna hit more for now. Preventing nighttime ambush might be worth it. But first, stress relief, preferably on the antiquarian. I'll take the dice roll. Lovely. 6 left over. Let's prevent the ambush and then get a quick heal on the antiquarian. Everybody's looking good.
The light, the promise of safety.
The light, the promise of safety. We're going this way because we have to hit pretty much every room. But dude, this is going just fine. No, I will not loot that, even with the antiquarian. Oh, I forgot to use a torch there. That's my bad. You go first, huh? Oh, it's the first time I've been disappointed by that one in a while. Well, it costs you stress, so really I can't be too mad about it. Retribution very, very rarely picks up a kill. We're not using any of the blight skills so far, but honestly, like, the antiquarian, like, party dodge buff seems worth it. Getting the kill when they would otherwise have a chance to attack seems worth it. Like, I don't think we're handling this incorrectly right now. Now, Baer to have the kills in the chat, please. Once you pop, the fun don't stop. This guy's done. No Shadow Fade necessary. If he critted there, I would have been disappointed. But he didn't. Instead, he just is bad.
Success. So
I'm not going to use a bandage to block one bleed damage. That would be a foolhardy endeavor. Okay, immediate combat. We still got 3 torches. Goodbye, torches. You guys like Silence of the Lambs? It's a good movie. If you haven't seen it, it's been oft parodied, oft imitated, never duplicated.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
We don't need Baer tappy kills. If anything, like, I like the party dodge buff for sure, but I like the, like, even healing for 4 when you're dealing with level 1 dungeons is not a big problem. Like, that seems pretty okay. And dude, this guy's a Robert in training. Don't hold it against him that he's not getting, like, the same kind of crits on retribution that Robert can do. Robert is a very special, he's a special man. What can I say? And he's got a special person operating the controls as well.
Triumphant pride precipitates.
So finally, have I finally hit like an adequate level of antiquarian use for the time being? I hope that's the case. Baer Taffy, I mean, he's over-leveled for this mission, but he's doing some genuinely good stuff too. Now, the Blight skill might be overkill, but what are we going to replace it with right now? We're only going to use the dodge buff, the attack, and the heal anyway, for the most part, I think. I love surprising enemies that have stress. Like, here, we could heal, and I actually think that that's probably our best option, but we could also land a Blight. But then what am I going to... Should be unnecessary, let's put it that way. Ooh, a heal for 6. This is the ideal start. That's about as good as we could have hoped for. I just wish there was a way to... You know what? I wonder if this guy can even attack position 3 with that. He might be able to. I mean, to be fair, I've probably seen it 100 times, right? But... You know, it's not the kind of thing, the fine-grained detail that everybody's brain pays attention to on the regular, but maybe that's why he doesn't get hit here, is because he's in the 3rd position and thus untargetable. He's torched. Doesn't really matter what you hit him with, because the Crusader's going to finish the job. Okay, so we were out of space for gold. We'll pop the anti-venom for sure. We're not going to leave this with as much... Well, I mean, 11 times 500 is 5,500 plus 3 of these. So we got, like, maybe the Antiquarian represents, like, 10,000 extra gold. It's not bad for a medium level and very easy mission. And by the way, I keep calling these level 1 dungeons. This ain't a level 1 dungeon, bud. This is a... Well, it's a yellow level dungeon. A stress heal every time. I always look at it and I go, purge negative quirk. Nope. That is not what that means. That is not what that means at all. Good stuff. Return to Hamlet. Great mission. Nobody's in a bad place.
Shifted corridors
We
and
care about the
sloped
trinket?
walls of our
No, not at
ancestry
all.
Are beginning to feel familiar.
We got roughly 20 grand. Durval. Good quirk. Fragile. It's not good, but we're actually happy. Sure, why not? We're happy with Cove Tactician because we do have to do some basic missions at Cove level. Baer Tabby's hit level 5, which means he will not go on these anymore. Oh, good. Plot quest. Shrieker's Prize.
Faces of passers-by. A glimmer
So,
of hope.
we remember the Shrieker's game. Is it not Arbalist Man-at-Arms? I can't remember. I was actually gonna like do another mission, but we have to prepare for the Shrieker mission, which means I have to use the internet. Kill one horrid Shrieker. You get the Callous Talent. You get it either way, though. Plus 7% crit. I mean this... They're trinkets that buff you in the dark, right? So... The thing with the Shrieker was doesn't it have insane dodge? I thought your game plan for this guy, sorry, I just stretched there, was like a full mark party. So you would roll something like, dude, I mean, little spooky to take Wolf out on this, but you would run like an occultist, an arbalist, our bounty hunter. Sorry, sort by level, please. Thank you. Our bounty hunter. And then you could roll grave robber. I think this is the squad you take, but we're gonna save it for next episode. In the meantime, any skills that you would like? Like you're pretty much kitted out the way I want. You're kitted, more or less kitted. Let me go check this quickly. We're still looking for a healer. I need a healer. Something till the end of the night. Maybe the flagellant could, but... and then, I want to take a quick look. We shouldn't need to upgrade this. It just makes things cheaper. Which is actually, I mean, highly useful for all the units we haven't done yet. Same here. But I'm looking at other things as well. Reduces disease treatment cost. See if we got anything cool over here. We just don't need it is the thing. I do think Resolve level 3 is decently useful. But also, like, more heroes is cheap.
Word is traveling.
So we'll try something like that. And then camping skills. Do we upgrade you? Yes.
We can use
Reduces
this.
cost. I think we should reduce cost of the blacksmith if possible. Because it's very expensive.
Every plan
Everybody's
relies
going to
upon a
need that.
strong arm.
And then the guild is also very expensive.
A strict regimen
And I think
is
that's fine.
paramount if one is
Okay,
to
so we'll
master
probably take this
brutal
squad out on the next mission. It's a little bit of a shorter one right here, but it's predicated by the fact that the Shrieker exists. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps it a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. We're going to take on the Shrieker again next time. See ya!